Good morning. I have some things I'd like to share with you today. We were talking about breathing deeply and doing the ignition meditation and trying to relax. And I want you to realize that I know all the breathing in the world by itself is not going to make you settle down. It's not going to make you calm. So I'd like to show you a few things that will help. And they all work together, okay? So most of the time, people hold their stress in their neck, their shoulders, their backs. Sometimes it's the whole body, but those are the primary areas everybody kind of draws up, especially if you're sitting at a computer or, here I'm dating myself, I started to say typewriter. Yes. So that is just an inevitable thing of what our world is like now. Driving, typing, all those kinds of things, let alone if you have a job that's got manual labor or physical working with patients or clients, okay? So the neck and the shoulders is always an area that get highly inflamed. I have always had, I'm of the opinion that you want to increase circulation in that area to help it heal, because with the circulation, the blood flow goes in and you get more healing. So what I advise my clients to do is start with a cold compress, something that's covered with a cloth of some nature. They have those compresses that are you can stick in the freezer and they're still pliable. Put that on your neck and up, whether it's in this area here or it's down further and covering your traps more. Okay, so you put it on and you just sit with it for 20 minutes. It means you're going to have to stop doing what you're doing, which is probably making you stressful anyway, okay? So 20 minutes, after which you pull off the cold and you put a hot compress on. And the same thing, you can heat up those things in the microwave. I have one that is, I know it looks like a monstrosity. It reminds me of a Triceratops, but when you put it on, it goes low over the back and comes up on the neck. So it hits both areas, the trapezius as well as up into the neck, up into the head, which is terrific, you know. That's exactly where you need it. With these things, and I have several, but I brought this one because I feel like it's the best because it hits all the areas. And when you heat them up, you put them in the microwave and you do them at 30-second shots, okay? Don't go crazy, because once you get it on there, there's internal heat and the heat will come out and you'll burn yourself if you're not careful, okay? So 30 seconds. I have found that usually it's 2 minutes of 30 seconds. You turn it, 30 seconds again, turn it, 30 seconds again, and then one more last time. But turning it each time gets the heat more evenly dissipated through the materials. And I'm not sure what's in this one. Sort of feels sandy, like a bean bag. Some of them you'll see have seeds in them, or popcorn. People will make popcorn. You just be very cautious as you're heating it up, okay? And then you wear this for 20 minutes. And as it is pulling the blood flow back in, it will help to heal. Now, the other thing that is important is manipulation of the area. And it's very difficult to massage yourself. I get a massage every 3 weeks right now to help, and I've had 4 since I've been back to the St. Louis area, and it's just now getting to the point where it's reasonable, and I think maybe one more treatment I'll be able to go and try to get my neck adjusted and my head adjusted at the same time, right? But one way that you can try to get into those areas is, this is a tennis ball in a sock. And it's a great way to work with doing massage. You can either put it on your neck and rub with your hand like that, because it can get into the joints if you're trying to massage. I don't know how a masseuse does it, but for me it will bother my joints. But you'll have it's pliable, so it's smushy, so you won't hurt yourself. I have tried this with other balls, like I tried it with a racquetball once. It was deadly because it was just too hard, and I pushed and hurt, really bruised myself, okay? So the nice thing too is that you can stand against a wall and you drop it over your shoulder and you can just push your body into the wall. You can use it down on your hips and you can use it on your feet. You put one foot on to hold this down and then the other foot just rolls back and forth and you can get into the areas of your feet that are sore. Again, I caution you, more is not better with this. You want to just get a nice gentle way of working the muscle and understand that a little anatomy is necessary to understand really how to work the length of the muscle. Going across it is good, but going from its insertion point to its attachment, going the length of the muscle is always helpful. So, if you have, especially like if you have a tendonitis issue and it's in here, to take and work down that tendon, the length of it into the muscle is real important. So, understanding the body will help you to relieve the stress. Okay, so now what have we talked about? We have talked about ice and heat. And we've talked about trying to do manipulation and, getting a massage is great. But if I was made of money, I would have my massage therapist come probably 3 times a week, or at least once a week, but, so it's important to do that. But the in-between things, you can use a foam roller, and I have a video that talks about the foam roller. You can use the tennis ball and doing the exercise, doing like pushing in here with fingers cupped around your neck. Okay, so that's a way to do the manipulation. Again, now the final element I think which is important is stretching. And I'm going to sit and put my hands in my lap, which might be difficult because I like to talk with my hands. But I'm going to make myself sit still. Elongating your neck and making sure that your shoulders are dropped down is imperative. Now, don't get all wild. A lot of times you see people they rotate their head in a circle. Kind of the, what was that movie that years ago? Anyway, you don't want to do that. You don't want to rotate back. Now, going down and to the side is a different matter, but sometimes if you're tight, if you do too much multi-directional movement, you can pull something in your neck. So I really say, okay, think of your head as being the very center point of the clock where the hands are attached, okay? So you're going to first drop your head down toward, this is going to be 12 o'clock down, okay? So you're going to drop it toward 12 o'clock. And then you do 3 deep breaths. And you allow it to stretch. And you'll feel it stretching in down through your back, down toward your shoulder blades, okay? Do 3 deep breaths. And then before you do anything else, okay, you're going to bring your head back up to center. Then you take your ear. Let's put your ear on this shoulder. So this is 3 o'clock. Okay? Same thing. You're going to just stretch it, stretch it, stretch it. Once you're in this position and you've stretched, you can come back up to center. And then what you can do is you're going to go down and look at your hip on the same side. Instead of rotating down and doing the multiple directions, you're just going to look down. Okay? And it rotates and switches. So I hope you're doing this with me. Okay, and not sitting there looking at me, thinking I'm silly. Okay, 3 deep breaths, and then you're going to come back up to center. Right shoulder. Breathe. I'm not giving you enough time to breathe now because I don't want to have this be a super long video. People don't listen. Fancy that. Look down at the hip. Okay. And look back up. You can also go back. You can go straight back and look up. And then upright. And then you can go like at a 45-degree angle back. Holy moly. Can you feel that in your triceps? My massage therapist, Jacqueline Manning, if you live in this area, you got to call her. But she'll tell me what that muscle is. I don't remember. Okay, and the other side. Okay, so there you go. working with that. The other thing that I want to extend up into, I have, as part of my rehab training, works with TMJ. Although I've never done it because it involves putting your hand in the client's mouth, and I prefer not to do that. But I can direct you in this way. If you have tightness in your neck, you probably have it and you clench your teeth, and you clench your teeth at night. So here's what I recommend. Take your tongue, put it on the back of your upper teeth, your top teeth. Okay? And then you're going to push your jaw forward with that tongue up there. See? Feel the stretch in through here. And the other thing, which I am not going to leave my mouth open, I'm going to put my hand up, is to just drop your mouth open really big. Okay? Real big. I don't want you to look at my tonsils, okay? And then again, tongue behind, forward. I also go up, back, and then drop the mouth open, and then close it to help stretch through there, okay? So, they're just a little ways to sort of help your body along. Hot showers, if you have a jacuzzi, is awesome. Wet, heat, and massage at the same time, that's a marvelous thing if you have one of those, access to one. Okay, so hopefully that'll help you with that stress, anxiety, what your trigger points are when people are bugging you. Just breathe and try to stretch. Have a great day.